325, got the Vikes traveling to San Francisco to play the Niners on Fox. Niners here by 3.5 points. This is an interesting game because right now, if the season ended today, this would be the 6th seed playing the 7th seed, right? The Vikes are the 6th seed, the Niners are the 7th seed. Whoever loses, they have the exact same record though. Whoever loses the game falls out of the playoff picture, most likely out of the playoff, out of the playoffs. If they ended today, they would not be in it, right? Whoever loses this game would fall out, and whether it's the Eagles, the Panthers, or even the Saints that move back into it, the Saints would have to have a lot of things fall right for them to be able to lose on Thursday and still keep the 7th seed. But regardless, whoever loses this game is likely out. Now, I think there is a possibility where everyone loses. I think if the Vikes lose this game, I don't know how it would work if these teams lose, but whoever wins is going to be the 6th seed. Whoever loses is likely out, right? See, the interesting thing for the Vikes is their defense is really hurt, but their offense, there is absolutely no injuries that are of any note at all. The only injuries that are really noteworthy was Irv Smith Jr. That was at the beginning of the year, and Tyler Conklin has proven that he can step up in that role. So, I mean, there's really no significant injuries on offense. Now, on defense, there are some significant injuries with no Danielle Hunter, and there's no Michael Pierce, and there's a lot of defensive tackles and defensive ends that are out for this game, and that is a huge break for the San Francisco 49ers, with a quarterback like Jimmy G, who needs to have protection and does not throw well under duress. Now, the Niners, on the other hand, they, weirdly enough, also do not have that many injuries. Their running back room is obviously always decimated, but Jeff Wilson has got going last week. And if they get Elijah Mitchell back for this game, that could be a huge duo right there. I like the Vikes, if I'm going to be honest. I think the Vikes are one of those weird teams where the NFC is really weird, in my opinion. I was thinking at the beginning of the year, you're probably going to have top 5 teams. You're going to have, not at the beginning of the year, but as the season went on, about 4 or 5 weeks in, I saw that there were 5 teams gathering near the top. There was the Cardinals, the Rams, the Packers, the Bucks, and the Cowboys. And I thought, those 5 teams, that is going to be the race for the NFC. No other teams are really going to come close to that. No teams are going to be able to beat them. Man, was I wrong. Each of those top teams have lost to a team that is not in the top 5. Now, again, the Cardinals lost to the Panthers a couple weeks ago. The Packers have lost to the Vikes. The Rams lost to the Niners a couple weeks ago. I mean, the Cowboys lost to the Raiders, for God's sakes, last week. I mean, this week, the Cowboys lost to the Raiders, and last week, the Bucks lost to the Redskins. So, I mean, this is... Actually, 2 weeks ago, the Bucks lost to the Redskins. This is an NFC that I thought was very top-heavy, but I think is a rather spread out. Now, I do think the top 5 are pretty much locks because of how good the records are at this point. But I do think we could end up seeing a 6 or a 7 seed upset one of those top seeds, which I didn't think was going to happen at the beginning of the year. But we saw it already. The Vikes have upset the Packers, who are now the 2 seed. The Niners upset the 5 seed, which I understand is not a huge thing. You wouldn't think a 7 seed upsetting the 5 seed, but the Rams have such a better record than the Niners. That was a huge upset. I think it's a really good NFC this year that is just kind of beating each other up, kind of like the NFC, how I viewed the NFC East last year. I thought the Giants were a good football team, and I thought the Redskins were a good football team at the end of the year, and it's just they kept beating each other up, so therefore they all had bad records. But, I mean, the Giants last year beat the Seattle Seahawks without their starting quarterback, and the Redskins last year beat the undefeated Pittsburgh Steelers. So, I mean, I think the NFC is kind of like that, where there are a lot of teams that are flying under the radar, where everyone views the top 5 teams, and everyone forgets about the Vikings and the Niners and the Panthers and the Eagles and the Redskins. Everyone forgets about those teams. I think you shouldn't, and I think they're going to slip back into it. I think the Vikes end up winning this one, though. I do think they're a better football team than the Niners, and I think this is an offensive shootout. And give me the Vikes if it's an offensive shootout.